Evaluation question 1. In what ways does your media product use, develop or challenge forms and conventions of real media? Okay, so codes and conventions of a music video are these of different techniques used to construct meaning inside them. These techniques can be divided into two types, technical and symbolic. Technical is the meaning that is conveyed using technical equipment. For example, the way in which the camera angles are used, different types of shots, sounds, either diegetic or non-diegetic sound, and the pace and style of editing. Also, this includes the genre. Symbolic, these are the techniques and ways of showing meaning beyond what you can see. So, for example, through facial expressions, facial gestures, poses and mise-en-scène. The reasons for codes and conventions are that the audience can become familiar with a particular genre as they get used to the recognising of different conventions within the genre. It provides a structure that the audience can understand. It is also to ensure that the lyrics of the song fit with the video of how we'd expect it to be. The genre conventions include the style, the camera, the editing techniques, the sound, that being either non-diegetic or diegetic, mise-en-scène, props, lighting, costume, hair and makeup, location, setting and colours. Different styles of music video. I picked narrative and performance. So within narrative and performance, the camera plays a vital role in how someone or something is perceived. In my video, we included lots of long shots, mid shots, close-ups, moving shots, it goes on and on and on. They all play a different role, so for example, close-ups reveal emotions and facial expressions. An example of this in my video is when Lucy's doing gymnastics and we have a close-up on her face looking frustrated, and then a close-up of a professional winning, her looking excited. Editing is where the video starts to come together. It is the process that includes the making of the music video. When you edit, you cut scenes down, add special effects, add them to the track of music, video, etc. Editing techniques that I use consist of jump cuts, filters, transitions, match on action, etc. Match on action is vital to a narrative performance. There's a lot of moving shots. The sound we used was the song Heroes We Could Be by Alesso. An interesting fact about that is that some of their lyrics are actually taken from David Bowie's song Heroes. Most of this is all non-diegetic sound due to it being a music video, so it's a song, but we tried to include some hidden diegetic sound. For example, when the beat drops, the gymnast's hands hit the beam, acting as if she's hit it, making a diegetic sound. The mise-en-scène we used, for example Amelia in the main singing, was dresses and heels. Throughout our research and watching music videos on YouTube, we found that female main singers often wore dresses, heels, makeup, hair down. We followed this code and convention. We played around with different lighting and locations. Often we went outside and filmed. The natural lighting didn't work as it didn't pick up on details. Although when we found lighting in the theatre, we found that a white lighting worked well, especially when filming Amelia, the main singer. We then actually used that shot for our Digipack and magazine advert. It was difficult filming the football as the floodlights were situated all around you. This meant that it was very easy to get your own shadow in the shot, so you had to be very, very careful with that. Professional narrative music videos often contain a lot of movement and camera shots. We tried to include this, but with our little budget and use of equipment, it made sense using a narrative of professional footage within our own right. We used footage of Nadia Comaneci and Olga Korbut, a gymnast who scored a perfect 10. This actually essentially changed gymnastics from that point on, as they had to make it a lot harder. We challenged the code and conventions of the stereotypes through this use of professional footage and the teenagers we used in their sporting footage. The songs of the lyrics is Heroes We Could Be. So in order for the teenager sporting footage to be able to come like the professional footage, it showed that they had to work hard for it, and the realities of life is that you do fail, but ultimately it succeeds. A quote from Michael Jordan is that I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I have succeeded. In the competitive society we live in at the moment, it's important to hold on and believe what you can achieve in your dreams ahead. General stereotypes currently perceive us as not working hard, getting involved in drugs, hoodies on often in alleyways, but we wanted to change that around to show that actually we can work hard and we can achieve to be successful people. The music video is one aspect of it, but we also did a digipack and a magazine advert. I picked the theme of black and white throughout both to carry on a constant theme. The black and white emphasises the writing on it as it's a contrast between white and black, so it stands out easy. I have followed this theme throughout my magazine advert also, focusing on Amelia's face with the white lighting that I mentioned earlier. Following the codes and conventions of the front cover will feature the main singer. As we did other research, we found that this was consistent throughout all magazine adverts, that the main singer was focused on the front cover of both the digipack and magazine advert. We did a close-up of Amelia's face to show her emotion, which is slightly confused but determined. The typography was big and easy to read, so it stands out. The digipack and magazine adverts help to promote the music as well as giving the audience an idea of the genre of music that the artist is representing. The album is about encouraging consumers to buy and listen to their music. It can also be argued that a digipack establishes a person's loyalty to the artist and their music, ultimately making a successful album. Although in my music video I have challenged the codes and conventions of the narrative performance music video, in the format of my digipack and magazine advert, I've actually followed the codes and conventions.